Hi guys, another filming faux pas. I went and walked the dogs and started to transfer my files over to edit them, and realised I hadn't done an intro video explaining that I was doing a brow tutorial. So here follows a brow tutorial. Quite in depth. It's not as long as I thought it was going to be, actually. I was quite happy with the result. They still look wonky, but that's because they are wonky and we're dealing with real life here. So yeah, I've listed the bits I used below. Really straightforward, to be perfectly honest. It's just about playing with your brows and understanding what's right for you. Again, I think it's really individual, but you know, there are some rules that I follow. And every day is a new day, a school day with brows, because I can get up one day and my brows look really good, and then the next day it's kind of like, oh, why did I do that? And then halfway through the day I'm looking at them, and then one of them looks like a wedged doorstep sandwich, and the other one looks like a wafer thin mint. So nobody's perfect, and I have a lot of fun anyway. So someone at work the other day said to me that they thought my brows were professionally done, so I was like, winning. Anyway, here comes my brow tutorial. Thank you very much. Like my channel, subscribe. I'm not used to this. Subscribe, please, and share my video if there's anyone you know that's like me, who's 51 years old and plucked the hell out of their eyebrows when they were younger and doesn't know what to do with them now. I might have a few things that I can share with them that they might enjoy, who knows. Yeah, by the way, sorry, I look a little bit windswept now. Not that I didn't anyway, because I'd literally have just scraped my hair back today. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye. Okay, so eyebrows. As you'll know, if you've watched my other two videos, my eyebrows, well, you can see that there's hardly anything there. I massively overplucked them when I was younger. They will grow in different directions. Got some kind of spot in there that's been there for all of my life, and it just hides away in my brows. But yeah, so there's, they're all, I've got plenty of hairs down here. That's great. I love plucking them. And I get some grow in the middle here. But yes, this is what I've got now. I used to get them threaded, but I haven't lately. Currently, I change how I do my eyebrows so much, I really do. But at the moment, and I keep going back to it, I use the Anastasia pencil, that kind of stuff. And I've used the pomade and the dip brow and Urban Decay's ones. I keep coming back to the NYX micro brow pencil. And at the moment, because I've had my hair dyed, I'm using the colour Ash Brown. I've seen so many people on YouTube doing where they make tiny little hair mark, hair. If I do one of them, it doesn't work on me. So I'm going to show you what I do. So with regards to lining them up, obviously my eyebrows are a long way apart. There are millions of rules about where your eyebrow should start, where they shouldn't start. I can only do this on my face. Eyebrows are, very personal, very personal. I had my microbladed 3 years ago now, and they did last a long time. I used retinol. They did last a long time. I was happy, and it gave me, I guess, some kind of guide. And now I can kind of just follow the pattern that maybe it's just in my brain. But anyway, so this is what I do. Okay, now it may not work for you. I hope it does. I've had so many requests to do my brow routine. So I put that I don't actually do this, but I had to work out this week how I do it so I can show you. But it turns out that I put my pencil on the ball of my nose, not the side of my nose, which is the way you're supposed to do it, I believe. I want my brows to start a little bit earlier, so I put my pencil on the ball of my nose, just there, and I make a mark. I'm going to have to go away, hang on. There. So that's where I want mine to start, and I do the same on the other side, on the ball of my nose. I make a mark there. Can you see what I've done? So they're not straight again, but then my face isn't straight, and I can't make my face straight. And I'm also aware that sometimes I'm frowning when I'm doing my makeup, and I'm lifting my what's this bit called? Forehead. I lifted my forehead up. So, you know, again, I try really hard to just keep your face in its normal resting position, I would guess. So now I take my pencil. Let me try and do this a bit closer to you guys. Obviously I'm looking in the mirror at the same time, so bear with me. But I will grab that line there and I will just start to draw across. Whoops. You know, this is crunch time now. If this goes wrong, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have to start again. So, yep. And obviously, I can't. My brows are naturally really, really dark. And the pencil's not so dark, but I've tried, if I use a darker pencil, it just doesn't look right. So I've got something to fix that at the end. So we're going to pretend they're all the same colour. And I'm just going to draw, I'm drawing a line. And I'm catching the bottom brows. And I literally, there's my spot there. I'm going over that, and I am, when I get to the outer colour of my eye, I'm going to look at the camera straight, then I stop. That's when I start to go down. So I'm in line with the colour of my eye, and I'm going to go down. I'm not going to go down very far, but I'm going to go down. So I'm going back to the start again, very lightly. Just following the bottom of the brow. Now we have to follow that line, and I make a really big mistake of making this bigger and bigger and bigger. I get very wide. Excuse me. So now I'm going to go up a little way, technical term, a little way. I'm going to do it over here. About there. Okay, we can always make it bigger, we can't take it away, and I'm really bad at this bit. So I'm going to follow that line pretty much the same way all the way along. Okay, so we're just gonna, it's almost like we're just tracing that line but higher up. And I'm going really, really lightly. Again, when I get to the curve that I've created underneath, I'm going to follow that. And I'm going to bring it down, but not too far down. So I've actually gone a little bit deep here. I'm sure you'll forgive me. And then just to the end. Now I've got a wrinkle here, which when I had my microblading done, my eyebrows touched that, and it just looked a little bit weird because it formed part of my eyebrow. Now I've gone a little bit high, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just erase the top bit of that. Now, always, we're going to be using one of these spoolies all of the time because it makes it a bit more natural. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this in, starting from the outside. Lightly, just lightly. When I get to there, I change pencils. This one's exactly the same. It's just taupe. That's the colour. I'll list it down below. Now, it's quite difficult because, I'll tell you why, because obviously here, that's fine. I've got loads of hair here. Well, not loads of hair, but hair here. When it gets to this part here, it's very, you know, I'm literally just drawing on skin. I'm basically colouring it in, and I'm doing it lightly because I'm going to go over it with something else in a minute. And again, we're going to go through it with a spoolie to make it, again, it's just trial and error because I've gone back through videos before and I've looked at my eyebrows and thought, oh my God, they look really harsh. So I try to make them look as natural as possible, but at the same time, I've got to cover up the fact that I've got nothing there. So it's a very fine balance. So can you see what I've done? Now, these I really love. This is a Stila something or other. It's listed below, and it's got the finest, where are you? The finest tip on it. I drew a line on my hand. This is going to be fun. Woo! Come back. It's really, really fine. It's a little bit dark, and I have got another one that's called medium. This is dark, but the medium one is almost like an ash grey colour, so now my hair's this colour, it doesn't look right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and create some fake hairs here, because as you can see, there are no hairs there at all. So I'm going to and this has to be, oh, very softly. This is a new pencil, so this is really difficult. Quickly get the spoolie. So as you can probably see now, it looks like there's a little bit of hair there. And that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to keep it. I'm just going to go back with the taupe. Spoolie again. So there you go. I'm happy with that. I'm going to go and do the other one now. But yeah, so I use 3 things. You know, these are £8 or £9 each. They probably only last 4 or 5 weeks, but I really like these. Really like these. Sorry, I'm not looking at the lens again. But these, I think it was £17. I've had one of these for 5 years. So for me, it's worth it, every penny. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of readjusting towards the end. I'm just looking at my face and working out if I think they're symmetrical or not, and just making some changes as I go along. I'm back. Let's do the rest. I'm going to do the natural peachy look that I had on Instagram yesterday. That went down really well. I'm really trying to do more everyday looks for you guys. I'm really, you know, feel like I just need to take the dark browns out of my palette, so I can't use them. Filming faux pas part 2. Obviously I forgot to finish up that video. I tried to do too much at once and failed. So I just wanted to thank you for watching. Obviously the picture you're looking at the moment is the end result of my brows. They're not symmetrical, they're not perfect, but again, that's why I'm doing my tutorial, because it's just how I do my brows. I hope some of this helps you guys and you're able to take something away, even if it's just one thing from this entire tutorial. It would be great to hear your comments below. It's really difficult to fake hairs that aren't there. You know, my skin is really oily, so the pencils don't necessarily work as well as I'd like them to, and they don't give me this micro fine hair stroke that everyone seems to be able to do, because I simply can't do it. Anyway, that being said, thank you so much for watching today, and yeah, like and share my video or subscribe and all of that stuff that I'm not very well rehearsed in saying. And thank you again for your enormous support. I can't even begin to put into words how much it means to me. Thank you.